Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the Steelers going up against the Panthers.
Larry, with a beautiful skyline towering just to the right of us, you get a look inside Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Carolina Panthers. Now a play fake here on first down. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Bryant with a catch right side. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go now. Green 19.
They'll look to throw here. He hits Greg, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
They're going to look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll drop the throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. McCaffrey following the penalty. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spilling them in the offensive backfield.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
The shotgun, he'll look to throw, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
So it's an empty possession there, and you'd have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this, but anything in the 40 to 49-yard range should be pretty automatic for an NFL kicker, especially in terms of at least getting it there. So you're right. That is a surprise that this would come up short.
Let's go! Green 30! Detroit!
Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early.
No. Check, Patriot! Hurry up, here we go! Gun!
Back to throw here. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass.
Here we go now! Blue landing!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
Detroit! Let's hold it over!
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
The penalty really backs up the offense here on first down. Now 20 yards to go.
Hurry up, here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Knight, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. They get a good chunk of that penalty yardage back. A gain of 15. Second down. Second down, McCaffrey, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Now, that was impressive by the defense. They just got hit for a big pass play, and instead of rushing out and getting back deep to cover, they played their techniques, saw the run develop, and ran to it and made the play.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. He'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Blake. 18 yards there and a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. K1 short. With a great push up front, he picks up the sack and a loss of 8. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. The Steelers send out their punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
Here we go now. Green, Detroit!
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to fire one deep over the... Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. And give him a gain of 37. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
11 more on that one and another first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
To the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. T.J. Watt in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays.
No. Check. Leopard. Watch it now, Barney.
Now back to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. T.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this will remain a scoreless game. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
So the missed field goal, and now they're in great shape. They'll start at the 38.
Let's go. 3-19. Watch it now. No. Check. Patriot. All right, here we go. Blue, landing.
Now a handoff looking right. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's James. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
The Steelers on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And they will get field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down. Two minutes remain in a scoreless first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's Samuel, caught left side. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The Panthers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Knight. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. To throw now on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
No, Jack, Patriot, Patriot!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Back to throw. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now a play fake here on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Knight. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys are able to strike for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go. Because
and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Let's go, D. All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And a long way to go for the offense here on second down.
Set. No. Check. Patriot. Gun.
They're going to look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Steelers' offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result...
They'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
No. Check. Over.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
All right, here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Shaq Thompson in from his linebacker's spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. He'll drop to throw. A screen to Bell. And he is knocked down from the side. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
The Steelers on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Here we go. 3-19. No. Jack, Patriot. Back 99, Philly. Here we go.
They'll drop the throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. So 2 missed field goals for him now, and that's helped keep them with a big 0 on the scoreboard.
Well, it's not the only reason they have a 0. The offense has been bogged down a few times now, but it's certainly not helping the cause any at all.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. A big play there for the Panthers. 43 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody has that ability, they want them on their team.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, come get a little bit closer this time.
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
A good pickup there, a 22. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Leopard! Leopard! All right, here we go. Blue, landed!
A handoff as they run the counter play. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll set up a throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And the Steelers on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Detroit! Back to Philly! Here we go now!
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Out left side here to Bryant. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And to give this time to the tailback. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Well, as the play call comes in on 3rd down, you have to think about 4-down territory here. Down a few touchdowns, they need points, and they need big points.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game. And that one makes it 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Panthers coming out now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Now, check. Watch it now. Detroit. All right, here we go.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. To throw here on 1st down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for them. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Pistol, McCaffrey, and they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13.
All right, here we go. Leopard, gone.
And the play clock's running down. He'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They go play action here on first down. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. This is Bell on the dump-off. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A very solid gain of 27. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
All right, now, look at 56. Watching now, Barney. Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they don't even need to run a second down play. Give them the first.
And typically when we see this jumping, isn't it usually third down, fourth down? They got them on second down. I think that's a lack of discipline.
After the penalty, it's Bell. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
All right, here we go. Green.
Now they try the right side here. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And finding the tight end Hooper. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Looking to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Hitting the home stretch here in a great game, a tie game. Let's see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back.
Here we go. 56. Green, 30. No. Check. Patriot.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now a play fake here on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Knight. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And at this stage in the game, every play is magnified here as we get down to the nitty-gritty. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, 2-minute warning about to hit, and it looks like they're going to get one more play in.
Be interesting to see what they try and do on this play. Do they try and take a shot, or do they just try and get to the 2-minute warning?
Now back to throw. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. A fresh set of downs, and they're at the 1. First and goal. They come out here in the eye. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Whistles now in a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go. Watch him now, Barney. Over.
Again, McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. And now out come the Steelers. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Well, they didn't really have to earn that first down, did they?
Well, they're not having to earn much, are they? Back-to-back penalties. First was 1st and 5, and now they give them a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Back to throw. And incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
He's back to throw. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
Down to about the 22 here. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Back to throw. And James has it. And give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation. And And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Carolina, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns.